Welcome to the third annual Christmas special. Yeah, I haven't got a Christmas jumper on. I have actually ordered one, so next time you'll see the next Christmas special episode, I'll be in my Christmas jumper. So I'll leave you to guess what kind of jumper design that's going to be. For this second installment in the third annual Christmas special, I'm talking about Gremlins. Yeah, this is a movie that is a first time watch for me, directed by Joe Dante. So I wasn't really familiar of the name, but when I looked him up, he's done movies from this, such as like Small Soldiers and The Burbs, two movies that I really love. So that's really cool. And this movie stars Zach Galligan, Phoebe Cates, Frances Lee McCain, and also a very big shock to me, the voice of Gizmo is Howie Mandel. Yeah, I'm used to hearing him kind of say this.
Deal or no deal?
And the movie Gremlins, the plot of this movie is all around Billy's father gets Billy a pet for Christmas with 3 very special instructions. However, when those instructions are not followed, it unleashes a horde of monsters. So going into this movie, I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people cherish it and have like fond memories of maybe watching this as a kid. So this is my first ever experience of this movie at the age of 32 years old, as this video. But going into it, I was kind of intrigued. I tried to not get like too hyped or anything like that, because I do know some movies I have had hyped up for me, it just hasn't lived up to it. So what was my overall thoughts of it? I thought this was a fun movie, and it certainly got positives to it for sure. But I didn't really feel that connection with this movie. So let me go into some positives here. Firstly, the kind of animatronics on like Gizmo and the Gremlins and stuff, fantastic. Still holds up to today. And when I was watching it, I was like, wow, this really does hold up. And that is just the beauty of using an animatronics and not CGI, because when you use CGI, if they use that in this movie nowadays, it would look absolutely terrible. And I think a lot of love and nostalgia for that would have gone, but it looks still realistic to today, and I felt like this was a very interesting story, something different, something that I've never seen before here. The acting is alright, it's good for its time, you know. I guess like now you can't really say like, oh, it's like Oscar worthy performances or anything like that, but it's a fun movie. It knew what it was, and I will say that I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought it was entertaining. I wasn't bored throughout or anything like that. I thought definitely Zach Galligan was great here, and also Frances Lee McCain, which is great because obviously she plays Lorraine's mom in Back to the Future. So I was like, hey, this is great. And also the set as well was basically Hill Valley, which is another plus for me. Yeah, absolutely loved it. So there's definitely elements here, definitely good action set pieces when they happen. Definitely a movie that keeps you intrigued, how it's going to end as well. So definitely could say it was invested in that. And also, kind of like with the Christmas spirit, definitely kind of had Christmas vibes after watching this movie. Overall, kind of negatives for me really is I don't really know what it is, but I just didn't really feel like I connected with the movie. And I know I might get some hate here, I might get some roasting in the comments for this, but I don't think some of the acting was great. Again, it was alright for what it was, but Phoebe Cates definitely went on to do a better performance in Bright Lights Big City, for example. But here, as Kate, I didn't really care for her. I didn't really care for like the romance with her and Billy or anything like that. I just didn't really think it was needed. Maybe as friends, yeah, but didn't really think it was needed, to be honest. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. If you love this movie, I can understand why. I can understand definitely like why a lot of kids, and maybe if you were a kid back then, you watched it pretty much near enough when it came out, you can love this movie. But for me, it's one that I think the more I rewatch it, the more I probably end up enjoying, maybe even loving this movie. But for now, it was fun enough, but nothing too crazy for myself personally. So my overall score for Gremlins is a 3 out of 5 stars. So I'm assuming by now you've probably seen this movie. I'm probably the only person left on planet Earth who's not seen this movie. So that is my short review of Gremlins. Have you seen it? If you have, if you love it, or maybe you're a little bit like me, leave any and all comments down below so we can continue the discussion down there. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And also, are you aware that I have a Patreon? Yeah, for only £2 per month, with the link down below in the description box. You get access to early videos like this one before getting released on my general YouTube channel, where you get early access videos, you get to see what goes on to the channel, exclusive Q&As, also much more stuff coming very shortly. And I also want to give a big special thank you to all my awesome Patreons who help support the channel. But until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.